Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. People are going to be like, Mikes, why is it pre-recorded? Why aren't you streaming? I am streaming. If you want to see an extended match reaction, come join me at 10:30 or 10. Just watch out on the channel. It'll even be at 10 or 10:30. I'll probably say it's 10:30 for now. So we'll still have a live stream. Don't get me wrong, but it's good to do a fan cam as well because some people don't get to watch the full streams. Some people can only catch a 10-minute fan cam instead. So that's what we're going to do today. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K as soon as possible. But yes, Nottingham Forest 3, West Ham United 0. And people are going to be like, why aren't you angry? Why aren't you this? Why aren't you that? I complained a lot. I'm past caring and ranting a long time ago. A very, very long time ago. When it comes to this club. So I'm kind of in a state where if I was to complain and rant, it'll probably be about the same thing. And even if I was to lose my head, I'm probably going to say something I regret, if I'm being real. I didn't care about it. I missed the first 10 minutes. I was doing housework. I was in the shower, I was doing, life stuff, typical life stuff you would do in a day. So I missed the first 10 minutes of the game. I didn't really care because when I saw the lineup, it was like, what, people are going to defend this as well? People thought that was a good lineup today. And people are going to be like, but Mikes, we had a red card. We're going to get onto Alvarez in a sec. And I'll probably talk more in detail about it on the live stream. But this is stupid. All of this is stupid. Like, this guy should be sacked in the morning. And a lot of people were right when they wrote off the manager instantly. Don't get me wrong. Some people wrote off the manager because their beloved David Moyes left. And if anyone wants to bring up David Moyes, I am not entertaining this conversation. But the people that were like, you're giving all this good squad to a manager that don't really have much hope and is not really, the type of manager you get behind, then I hear that. I fully hear that. The reason why I got behind the manager in the first place is because he's new in it. I'm going to get behind the managers that come in, even if I don't like the appointment. I didn't like the appointment, but I thought, fuck it, I'll buy into the whole PR and tactics and nonsense. But it was kind of nonsense from pre-season, but I was kind of trying to give it a chance. The problem is we don't have a standard player. I don't know. I know he went to a three in the back occasionally at Wolves, but at the same time, going to a three at the back because Thomas Suchek was ill, and you still want to play two DMs, even though you have three centre backs behind them. Wan-Bissaka didn't do bad today, but he's not a wing back. He's good. He's been good going forward. Don't get me wrong. He has been good in certain wing back positions, but you don't play Wan-Bissaka as a wing back. He hooked Somerville off at half time. I think that's a sackable offence in itself. I don't know why Somerville came off. I'm not saying Somerville was like, oh my god, Somerville was outstanding. Somerville didn't get the ball. And this has been something that we've had a theme of talking about quite a lot within this space is the attackers aren't getting the ball, no matter who it is, unless it's Antonio running the channels. Bowen was trying his best. Antonio was trying his not Antonio. Somerville and Paquetá were trying their best today. They didn't get the ball much though, because there's no progression from midfield because they're playing two DMs, Rodriguez and the bozo and himself, Edson Alvarez. And I'm mainly talking about the manager as a whole. I don't really blame the players as much, but I have to talk about Alvarez real quick. I do think he was at parts to blame for the goal as well, alongside Mavropanos, Kilman, and Tadibo. But that wasn't it for me. Like that challenge on Alanga, like nobody can argue that's a second yellow, but everyone saw it coming. Like he did pretty much the same thing. It was pretty much the same second yellow offense as he got against Liverpool. The guy is a bozo. He hasn't come back great since his injury. I don't know whether he's been mismanaged since his fitness, but I'm not even going to make that much of an excuse for the guy. The guy is a bozo. The guy is not good enough. He's not good enough. He's not the bar that we should be having for the number 6 at West Ham United. As much as I wanted to get behind the guy, as much as I liked the glimpses that I saw, he's not good enough. I know people are going to be like, are you going to apologise to David Moyes for taking him off? No. For leaving the guy out? No, I'm not. Because there's a lot of context to that. However, do I think you could get more out of Edson Alvarez? Yes, for the time being. But I would say the summer especially, and I was thinking about saying it a couple of weeks ago anyway, like when the Tottenham game happened, I was thinking a number 6 is an issue here. Like a mobile number 6. Like, not even going to go in on Guido Rodriguez that much because not only this is his first season at West Ham and he's never played in the Premier League before, which I always give chances to new signings that haven't played in the Premier League that much, but also because the guy's meant to be signed as a squad player, meant to be as a backup to Alvarez. Why are they both playing? Why are they both playing? I have no idea. I have no idea why both of them are playing. I don't know why both of them are playing together when there's 3 centre-backs behind them. So where's the attacking threat going to come from? The wings? Because as much as Emerson and Wan-Bissaka were getting down the wing-back positions, then where? Then where was the ball going to go? Because Tadibo actually played, like, it's just funny, we have actually conceded quite a lot of goals, but the defenders play well at individual moments. They do. They do play well in individual moments. But you need them to play cohesively. And that's what a coach does. A coach makes your defense play cohesively, not just individually. However, they didn't do that today. They didn't do that. Credit to Nottingham Forest as well. I don't really talk about the other team as much when I'm doing my match reactions, but I like what Forest are doing. They're third place above Arsenal. I'm still going to laugh at Arsenal fans. I'll have a video on that as well. But the whole dressing room vibe that they have with Ola Aina, Hudson-Odoi, Langa, pure vibes, but great characters, great footballers as well. I mean, great. I mean, decent footballers that Nuno is getting the best out of. And I hope they keep going. I hope they overachieve for whatever their standards are for this season. And even if they get Europe, that's a great story. I can't lie. I'd be really happy for them if they got Europe. Because it's not going to be at our expense because we're not going to be there. We're not going to be there. But credit to Nottingham Forest as well. I knew we would lose this game. I don't know why people had confidence. But I knew we would lose. I knew we would lose this game. Then again, I do predict a loss pretty much every game. I don't know what's going to happen at Everton next week. I don't know because they're shit as well. They just lost to Southampton, which is mad in itself. I don't think Southampton are actually going to get a win for a while. But at the same time, it doesn't matter what happens at Everton. He should be gone tomorrow. The Man United game didn't mean anything, and I tried to tell people that. As much as I'm happy to beat Man United, and I'm always going to be happy when we win, and I never wish for us to lose. I get why people do it for the greater good of things. I don't get the reason for some West Ham fans want us to lose because Moyes got sacked. So they want every other manager to do shit just so they can be right, even though that wouldn't actually prove anything. It would just prove that the current manager is shit rather than the previous manager being good, even though they try and push their agenda out there. For me, I don't owe any player or manager anything at this club. I don't owe anyone anything. As a supporter, you work for me. As a supporter, you work for us. So if you don't provide the performances that we expect you to, we're going to criticize you. And to respond to the people that are give him time, I was happy to give him time. My expectations for anyone that's new onto the channel clicking onto this video was 10th and give me an identity. And then we could go again for Europe next season. And if you don't get Europe, then I would have said sacked in the morning. But the reason why I'm saying it now is because good coaches bring you an identity, not the full-fledged, at their best identity, but they bring you the outline of the identity. Like Maresca at Chelsea. Like Emery when he first came into Aston Villa. Like Glasner when he first came into Palace. I know Glasner's not doing well now, but my point is, you knew what the style of play is. Postecoglou when he first came into Tottenham. Hertzler when he first came into Brighton. These are examples. These are just examples. Nuno when he first came into Forest. That's a great example. I'm not saying I would take all of these managers at West Ham necessarily for the group of players that we have, but it's just an example. It's just an example. But we're going to talk about it more on the YouTube channel as well. You'll see this on YouTube. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at 10:30 p.m. for the emergency meeting. But hopefully this manager gets sacked very soon. But make sure to like the video, people. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. My social medias are in the description if you want to follow me, and the email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later.